A little disclaimer, there's not enough people for audience because my mom's sick and nobody wanted to come into my house so they didn't get sick. I'm going to do a demonstration speech today on how to set up a bait casting reel for the correct bait you are throwing. It's important to set up your reel so that you don't have backlashes while you're out on the water and have to re-spool your rod every 5 minutes whenever you cast. But first off, you're going to start out with a blank reel. You have the the spool tension knob, and you have the centrifugal brakes, and you got the drag. And right now there is a 3/8 ounce jig on here, so when it falls, it kind of falls fast. And what you want to do, basically, but what backlash is whenever the lure hits the water and you don't stop the spool in time, it creates spinning in the spool, and it lets too much line out, and it basically knots up and tangles up, and you have just a big mess. So what you want to do is first you take the tension knob for the spool and tighten it down. And you want to tighten it down all the way to where whenever you release the spool, the bait does not go anywhere. Then you back the tension spool off until the bait starts dropping. You want it to fall very slowly. And you bring it back up, and this is when you start messing with your brakes. You want, depending on what kind of day it is, if it's a nice steel day, you don't have to worry about brakes as bad. But during a windy day, you have to worry about the wind blowing back in your face and stopping the bait in its tracks, and which will cause the reel to also bird's nest. So you want to crank the brakes down. And best way to test if it's set up right is you drop the bait and you let it fall all the way to the ground. And when it hits the ground, if your reel does not overspool and create a bird's nest, then you did a good job, man. Basically, you just keep going. You can keep backing the brakes off and letting it happen again until you actually create a perfect setup, really. And I'll show you an example of what it would look like if you did it wrong. Take the spool tension off and take the brakes down. Whenever you drop it, if it's wrong, it'll drop really fast, and this is what's going to happen. Except on a more, worse level whenever you cast it, because you're throwing the bait a lot harder. I chose this because I enjoy bass fishing, and nobody knows how to work a bait caster, so I figured I was going to show everybody how to work a bait caster. Thank you.